Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
And we begin tonight with this weather. You can feel it right now. Arctic air is moving across the area.
WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist John Cesarich is here with the look. John, what can you tell us?
You know, I'll tell you, Carol and Michael, it's just incredible with this Arctic front as it continues to drive in the cold air across the area. And in the mountains in Asheville, it was 35 degrees at 1 o'clock this afternoon. At the Asheville Regional Airport, 35 degrees with strong winds. At the same time, it was 60 degrees at the Greenville Spartanburg Anderson Airport. Is that just unbelievable at GSP? So that's the reason as we get into downsloping winds, a lot of times the Arctic air really doesn't kick in until the sun goes down, and especially late in the day. That's when all this cold air really started to move across the upstate. And you can see it's only 9 degrees right now in Minneapolis, and that's where our air is coming from, unfortunately. Snow showers along with the Arctic front, continuing behind it, along with strong gusty winds. The snow showers starting to taper off a little bit. Main concern for the next hour as this winter weather advisory ends at 7 o'clock this evening really will be because of the blowing snow. And we're talking winds gusting to 40 to 50 miles per hour, easy 60 miles per hour in some of the high peaks. At the Asheville Regional Airport over the last several hours, we've had a wind gust of 44 miles per hour. So strong winds blowing around the snow. And of course, with the strong winds and the Arctic air in place, how about wind chill advisory starts at midnight tonight in the western North Carolina mountains and goes until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Wind chills below zero. Dangerous cold. Now back to you, Carol.
John, thank you. We're learning more about the victims of a wrong-way crash on I-85 and the families they leave behind. WYFF News 4's Mike McCormick is live and local in Spartanburg for us. Mike, how many people were involved?
The crash involved 12 people. 7 of them ended up in the hospital. One of the people who ended up here at Spartanburg Medical Center is a man who was in one vehicle with 3 of the people who died. That crash killed his girlfriend, Martha Diaz, his cousin, Edwin Ferguson, and his cousin's girlfriend, Cherie Whitaker. That's all according to Martha Diaz's family, who says she was driving the car but was not at fault. They tell us the group was on the way back from Dave & Buster's in Greenville at the time. That crash happened around 11 o'clock last night between highways 29 and 129. 6 vehicles were involved. Troopers say they spotted a pickup truck going the wrong way at a high rate of speed on I-85 but couldn't stop it. Investigators say they later found alcohol in that pickup. Martha Diaz's family says that pickup hit her car, which she had just gotten yesterday. She just recently got her license.
We're all in shock right now, you know. It really hasn't hit us. And I'm trying to be strong for her, you know, because she's got one on her way, you know. And this would have been Martha's brother. Martha's got 2 kids that I have to be strong for.
Again, Martha was in the car with Cherie Whitaker, who also died. Cherie worked at a Long John Silver's in Spartanburg. Her co-worker sent us this note today. It reads in part, quote, "Cherie was very well liked. She was a very dedicated and thoughtful person. She will really be missed," end quote. Now, the 4th victim to die in that accident was 60-year-old Josh Leroy Smith. No word tonight on his involvement. We do want to point out, at this point, troopers are not saying who was that wrong-way driver. They're not releasing that identity. They say this investigation, this extensive investigation, could take quite some time. Mike McCormick, WYFF News 4, live tonight in Spartanburg.
All right, Mike, thank you. Bad night for it with the wind. Crews right now are working to put out this brush fire in Anderson County. It's near Liberty Highway. South Carolina Forestry says 2 acres of pasture are on fire. This video comes from a South Carolina DOT camera. You can see the smoke from 85 near the Highway 178 exit. So far, no reports of injuries, no homes or buildings damaged. The Anderson County Fire Chief says 3 fire stations, along with South Carolina Forestry, are working on this. And tonight, the South Carolina Forestry Commission says it will issue a red flag fire alert for the entire state at 7 o'clock in the morning. The commission says the weather over the next 4 days will raise the risk even further of fire danger. Well, his kayak has been found, but still no sign of a missing man on Lake Hartwell. The Hart County Sheriff says the lime green kayak was found upstream. 64-year-old Brady Hamby was nowhere around. He's from West Union, and Oconee County Emergency Services says he was last seen around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. He set out in his kayak for an afternoon on the water. No one knows if Hamby had on a life vest. They do know this, though. The water temperature is so cold, if he fell in, it wouldn't take long for hypothermia to set in.
He was out paddling on the Hartwell area, and
by Hartwell State Park and did not return. He was overdue. We searched last night with 5 boats, an aircraft with infrared cameras, and we're unable to locate him.
The kayak was found near the Interstate 85 bridge in Georgia around 9 o'clock this morning.
Right now, students at South Carolina State University are speaking out about school leadership. Today, the Board of Trustees met in an emergency meeting as the threat of a temporary shutdown goes on. WYFF News 4's Corey Davis is live in Orangeburg with more on this developing story. Corey?
Good evening, Carol. Board members today went through a whole lot of information about enrollment and budget during their meeting here on the campus of SC State. Some of that information even included tables of showing the decline in enrollment over the past 5 years. Now, campus officials tell me revenue from tuition or lack thereof has a lot to do with their budget and financial issues. Enrollment has dropped since 2010 when there were over 4,000 students. Now it's just over 2,900 who are enrolled for the spring semester. Students I spoke with say they want the truth about this crisis from state politicians and school leaders.
I just think that people need to be honest and they need to be held accountable and trustworthy.
We want to be a part of, what's going on because we love this school and everything starts with us and ends with us. So we really want just the world to know that we also have a voice and we're educated and we are qualified.
This week, 2 South Carolina House committees voted to temporarily shut the school down starting in July. Lawmakers say there was way too many unanswered questions about the financial status of the university. The board isn't taking full blame right now for the university's money problems.
We hope, however, everyone understands that the current board and the president inherited a $12 million plus deficit, for which to date the university has received $7 million in assistance to pay existing creditors.
A possible shutdown still has to go through the House and Senate. Corey Davis, WYFF News 4, live tonight in Orangeburg.
Corey, thank you. Tonight we know the identity of a man killed in a house fire in Greer. The fire broke out around 11 o'clock last night here on Becky Gibson Road. The coroner's office says 52-year-old Johnny McCarter Jr. died there where it happened. There's no word tonight on what caused the fire. An update tonight on a case we brought you back in 2013. A Spartanburg County man originally charged with sex crimes with a child has made a plea in the case. Carl Fraley Jr. pleaded guilty on Monday to assault and battery first degree. This is video of him in court in 2013 when he was originally charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor and lewd act on a... The solicitor asked the Attorney General's office to prosecute to avoid any conflict of interest because Fraley's son is a Spartanburg County deputy. Now, for the assault and battery, Fraley received 10 years in prison, suspended to home detention until January 2016. Fraley will have a GPS monitor, and he will have to serve 5 years of probation after that home detention is done. The Attorney General says Fraley is also required to have a psychosexual evaluation to determine if he should be placed on the sex offender registry.
Spartanburg High School is mourning the loss of a student tonight. Spartanburg police found 16-year-old Aja Dasa yesterday. He was slumped over near the front door of a neighbor's house on Weber Way. Police believe Aja was stabbed at home, then ran for help. He later died. Officers arrested Aja's brother, 18-year-old Amarendra Dasa. He's charged with murder. Police have not said what led to the stabbing. Aja was a 10th grader at Spartanburg High School. Spartanburg District 7 and Spartanburg High released a statement asking the community to pray for Aja's family and his friends and teachers at Spartanburg High.
A warning tonight from the United Way of Anderson. Someone is running a scam, claiming to be with the United Way and offering help with credit card debt. Tonight, the United Way says the number that's showing up on the caller ID is a United Way number, but the organization does not make personal phone calls and does not handle credit card debt either. The United Way stresses you should not give out your personal information.